Your hair doesn't.
Smile or something?
No. No, dude, just enjoy. That's it.
Yeah, just enjoy.
Sad face or like this?
Just
This will be coming out shortly. Mason, you'll be, you know, clipping as we go and stuff, right?
yeah, definitely.
Just like what we generally do.
Yep.
Refreshing, clarifying face wash, gentle cleanser. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. I've been ready.
Do you want to
Ready
introduce
forever.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Hi everyone, Dr. Sam Wesner here, and I am the clinical educator with Sesha Skin Therapy. And today we have a very exciting protocol for you. We're going to be working with our client who, as you can see, has some acne related concerns. And right now we're just putting some steam on his face so we can get those pores opened up so that everything that we're doing today is really going to be able to benefit the skin even better. So today we're going to be focusing on Sesha's wonderful products. And when we're talking about a cleanser, today we're going to look at a possibility of two different cleansers. So we have the Refreshing Clarifying Face Wash, which actually has 2% salicylic acid in it. And, you know, it's nice to have this as an option as well as the Gentle Cleansing Gel, because as you know, when your client comes in, you're never quite sure what you're going to be seeing. So if it's really looking like my client has a lot of irritation, a lot of times I'll go with the Gentle Cleansing Gel as the cleanser versus the salicylic acid, depending on, again, how much redness and irritation we're noticing with our client's skin. So today I'm going to use, you know, our client looks pretty good. There's a little bit of some outbreaks, but generally not too bad. So we're actually going to be using the Refreshing Clarifying Wash today for him. And if anything is burning too much or bothering you, please let me know, okay? All right. You just want to get a really good cleanse of his skin before we start doing our entire treatment on him today. And I'm really noticing that our client's skin has been improving over the past couple months in terms of his acne, and not really feeling a lot of cystic acne, mostly just regular open and closed comedones that I'm seeing here, which is much improved from when we actually did a treatment several months ago. And I really am attributing what's going on here in terms of the difference that I'm noticing to Sesha's wonderful products. You know, they're so easy to use, so kind to the skin, really treats different conditions that you're noticing with your client's skin. And we can see over time, and we know, you know, acne tends to be a little difficult sometimes depending on our clients' dietary habits, also their stress levels, any hormonal changes, gut health. All things like that really do affect the different stages of acne that our clients are experiencing. How are you doing? Good. Okay. Our client said he's doing fine. And again, please let me know if you're noticing anything that seems concerning to you, okay? We'll notice on his skin, again, you know, a little bit of redness here and there, but he does have a lot of central clearing between his outbreaks, which is really, really good because we're seeing that, you know, getting this bacteria under control, and he's able to get some nice periods of clearing, especially on his center of his forehead here, a little bit on his nose and on his cheeks. And if you ever have questions regarding any of Sesha's products that we utilize, you can reach out to us and we can really talk through the product lines with you and explain what you'd be using the different products for in terms of what you're noticing with your clients. I think it's so important to actually really delve deeply into our products and the different lines so that you're understanding what is going to benefit your clients the most. So today we're actually going to do our pancreatic enzyme mask. You may see some of it may still come to you as the pancreatic enzyme mask. If you take a look here, you can see how that powder is coming to you. And what you're going to do with this, you're actually going to mix this with, and you're going to do a 1-to-2 ratio with the activator, okay, the Sesha activator, all right? And so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix about 1/4 teaspoon of our powder with 1/2 teaspoon, so 2 to 1 of the activator, and then we'll show you what that really needs to look like in terms of the paste when you're ready to put that on your client's skin. And just know that as you're starting this, and if you're feeling that the consistency is not what you want it to be, that's okay. Guess what? Just go back and you're going to add a little bit more. No problem, okay? So now I'm going to, again, 2 to 1. I just want to show you. And you can, whatever measuring device that you're using to measure. And you could see that that actually comes out, the activator, similarly to a gel. It's more of a consistency of a gel. And I think it's important for you to know what you're going to be getting, when you do start mixing. So we're just going to give this a really good mix and work that activator into the powder. And I just want to make sure I'm pulling everything off of the sides of my container. And I'm going to add just a tad more of our activator. I'm going to pour it directly so that you can see. I want you to see what that's going to look like. Okay, you could see as it was coming out was really more of a consistency of the gel. Okay, and what I find with a lot of Sesha's masks, when you're putting them on, and you can really drag them nicely over the skin so that you can spread them across the skin. All right, so I'm going to turn our steamer off right now, and we're going to start putting this mask on his face. And I'm just working away from his lips. And you can see how this is coming on the skin very, very nicely. And like I said, you can basically pull this up onto the skin as you're working it. And you'll notice that what is in my bowl, there's not a ton of mixture here, okay? You don't need a ton of your product. And I always like to do just a check-in with our clients. So far, how's that feeling on your skin?
How's it feel?
Does this feel fine on your skin?
Yes, really good.
So you may be asking, why do I want to use this particular enzyme mask from Sesha? And it actually has some colloidal oatmeal in it to actually calm the skin. The reason that you're seeing almost a green tint to this mask is because of the alfalfa that's in it. Again, very, very calming. It has the pancreatic enzymes. Okay. All right, so this pancreatic enzyme mask meaning to really help to break down that outer layer of skin, again, so that moving forward, the products and the rest of the treatment work so much better. What's nice about this pancreatic enzyme mask compared to a mask that maybe is a fruit-related enzyme is that it really is calming to the skin and can be used for any type of skin. So if you're working at, like we were talking about, acneic skin, or if you're working specifically with someone with mature skin, or even with someone with very inflamed skin, this particular type of mask is not going to do so much breakdown of that outer layer of skin that you're going to get almost a rebound inflammation or irritation to the skin because it's so calming. So, we'll have our steamer back on here, so it really helps with this enzyme mask doing its job and working on that outer layer of skin. And as you can see, we're not seeing residual redness around the skin. Our client appears to be very comfortable with this mask on, and it's still feeling fine for you?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, a nice treatment, calming the skin, soothing the skin, but yet really doing its job by breaking down the outer layer so that you don't get this. And you know that a lot of times you're going to see that very keratinized skin that we need to get through in order for our things to be working better, our treatments, our products to be working better. Now, a lot of times with the Sesha masks, I inform my clients that I'm going to try to leave it on 10 to 15 minutes, depending upon what I'm seeing the skin doing in terms of the mask itself. If, your client is feeling too much tingling and you want to pull it off after 10 minutes, or you can go the full 15 minutes, that's great. And then what you're going to do when you're ready to remove this is you're going to take a cool disposable towelette that you can put on so that you're pulling off this enzyme mask. And then we're going to do another cleanse using our gentle cleansing gel as the second cleanse. And then you can use, if you want, a warmer towel to cleanse that off. Okay, we've now had our enzyme mask on our client for 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and start to remove that. And as I had said previously, this is a disposable towelette, and this is cool, a little bit cool. And I'm going to remove the mask using this cool towelette. And just looking at how the skin is looking, very pleased with the way his skin is looking as I'm removing the mask.
He's about to fall asleep.
He usually does. Wouldn't be the first time, right?
So comfortable.
The face looks very clean already.
Okay, great. We have now removed the pancreatic enzyme mask, and just take a look at our client's skin. Looks really nice. Did a great job with the mask. And next step, what we're going to do is use Sesha's Gentle Cleansing Gel as an additional cleanse before we move on. And just so you can see the texture of that comes out. This cleanser feels so nice on the skin. I often hear from my clients regarding Sesha's products that they love the smoothness, they love the look that their skin gets from the products. And I often hear too from my clients who do wear makeup that oftentimes the makeup will go on nicer because their skin is in so much better shape as a result of Sesha Skin Therapy's wonderful products.
So how have you honed your wiping technique?
How have I honed it?
Yeah.
This is Dr. Sam Wesner's wiping technique. I always like to wipe up like toward me from the chin up and covering all surface areas. Down the nose, around the nose. Okay, excellent. So happy with the way we're looking here today. How does your skin feel?
I feel like really good, and I feel my skin is treating well and it's going regenerating.
Awesome. Okay, so after you use the gentle cleansing gel on your client's skin, the next thing that you can use is the refreshing clarifying mist from Sesha. I actually like to use this almost like a toner. Okay, so you can spray it on, your 4x4, and then you can go over all of the skin. This actually has some silver in it, which is really, really great for acneic skin, helps to kill the bacteria. And you can go over, like I said, using it almost similarly to a toner, has a nice refreshing scent, and work it throughout all areas of your client's face. And then what you could do if you are going to be performing extractions after you go over this skin with the clarifying mist, you can go in and perform your extractions, and you can go on with the rest of your facial. If you're doing a massage with your client, whatever those components are as part of your facial, you can use this enzyme, the pancreatic enzyme mask, as one component to maybe a two-step facial if you're doing that. And then if after you've done your extractions and you have a couple areas where you've created some irritation to the skin, you can actually use Sesha's acne spot gel on those areas where you're really noticing that your client needs some additional gel to different areas. And you can use it just as a spot treatment. So, you know, you can put it perhaps over here where you're noticing more of some more active acne outbreaks as a spot treatment.